Yo, what's going on, people? I'm back with another one. This is my preview for this weekend's games coming up. It's kicking off on Friday. There's no Spurs review. I repeat, no Spurs review. Game's been postponed due to COVID in the Fulham camp. So I'm wishing everyone a speedy recovery and I hope everyone's well. Lives are more important than football. So again, I wish them well. I wish them a speedy recovery. But I've got a preview for this weekend's games. So let's get right to it. We've got Everton, West Ham. And last time out, Everton and we're supposed to play Man City, but that was called off again to COVID. And that was the second game of the season to be called off due to COVID. The first one was Aston Villa and Newcastle earlier on in the year. And obviously Tottenham won today, so it's not looking good right now. But that game didn't go ahead, but West Ham did play, however, and they played Southampton in a snore fest, boring, Snorlax settings, 0-0. And obviously for the video, I have to watch these games. So I had, I believe, like three games on the go, and it was hard to watch. I've never been so bored. If it was on the TV, I think I'd just be on my phone for the whole 90 minutes because it was really bad. But I guess West Ham didn't lose, and I don't see them winning this game either. And I'm going for a draw, and I'm going to say Everton 0, West Ham 0 in that game. Next up, Man United and Villa. Villa got a good point away to Chelsea. Could have got more, and they were probably the better team, if I'm being honest. And they probably be aggrieved they didn't get 3 points. They were brilliant. Aston Villa, Chelsea were poor again, but I guess they held on for the point. And Frank Lampard, the pressure's building up on him now. It's getting close, and Chelsea fans don't play around. When they want a manager out, you're out the door. So he needs to pick up points. And if I remember correctly, they've got Man City next, so it ain't looking like it's gonna get any better anytime soon. So I don't know, but Man United got a lucky win against Wolves. Wolves are by far the better team, defended well, but a Rashford deflected shot got them all 3 points. But hey, that's what you do when you win a league. If you don't play well, just don't lose and pick up points, and that's what they did. They come out with all 3, so credit to them. And they came out 1-0, but I think they will win this game against Villa at home. So I'm going to go 2-1 Man United. And then Spurs v Leeds, I'm going to do a separate preview for that. I'm not sure when I'm going to drop it, maybe Friday. We'll see, but that'll be a separate video. And Palace and Sheffield United. Palace got a good draw against Leicester, to be fair. So they were home, probably should have won, but they had their chances. But Leicester had their chances. Second half, they turned up the heat. First half was all Palace, second half was Leicester. So I guess again on that balance, draw probably a fair result. And Sheffield United again, and they lost to Burnley 1-0. It's not looking good for them. They're still on 2 points, and the worst start to a Premier League in history. So I can't see them staying up there. Definitely gone. It was fun when it lasted, and I don't see them winning or getting any points tomorrow. And I'm saying 1-0 Palace. Next up, Brighton and Wolves. Now, Brighton let me down. I thought they were going to beat Arsenal yesterday, but they just didn't turn up. They had a few half chances, nothing concrete. Maybe could have done better with some of them, but they weren't real chances. And they just let Arsenal put them back in the second half and get that important goal. And didn't look like getting back in the game. Maybe they should have the penny, but they didn't get it. So if buts, maybes, whatever, it don't matter, does it? And Wolves unlucky last time against Man United. As I said, they were by far the better team, had the better chances, playing the better football, defended well. But in the Premier League, sometimes that ain't enough to get over the line. You need everything, and the cutting edge, and they didn't have it. They weren't clinical enough. They were putting in crosses, and there's no one in there. They were crossing to Matinho, who's about 5'1". He's not winning any headers against Maguire and Eric Bailly. So, no, that's why they didn't get on the score sheet. But in this game, I'm going with Wolves, and I think they'll nip it, probably 1-0 in the death, maybe the last 5 minutes. They'll grab a goal like they usually do. That did against Chelsea and against Spurs, so I think they might be 1-0 winners in that one. It's going to be probably a boring game. I'm going to say 1-0. And West Brom and Arsenal. West Brom got absolutely destroyed in the last game, which I'll be doing my review on. So I'm not going to get too deep in it, but they got demolished 5-0 against Leeds. So the morale's going to be on the floor. And they come up against Arsenal, 2 wins in the bounce, beat Chelsea, Brighton. So it's probably going to be looking bleak for West Brom. And I'm going to say 2-0 Arsenal. Burnley, Fulham. Burnley last time out got the win against Sheffield United, which was much needed. And Fulham, obviously, their game's postponed. I'm not sure if that game is even going to go ahead, obviously, because this one's postponed today, so it might not even go ahead. But if it does, I think they'll get a point in this one. I think it will be a 0-0. It's going to be another snore fest, because both teams don't really play the best football, and their attackers are not the best. They're not really clinical. So I'm going to say it's going to be a snore fest stalemate, and it's going to be 0-0. Newcastle, Leicester. Newcastle are... They're a team that at home they can perform, but it just depends on the pitch. And they lost to Man City, so I don't know how Steve Bruce is going to get them to react. And Leicester drew with Crystal Palace. Maybe they're going to be fired up, but they did, in fair, play a weakened team. There was no Vardy in there, no Maddison. They had fringe players in, and they should have won. They had a penalty. It's a poor penalty. But I don't know. I can't see nothing but a Leicester win. I think Vardy's going to come in. Maddison will come in. All their big boys will be in. And it's going to be a long day for Newcastle. And I'm going Leicester 2, Newcastle 0. And Chelsea, Man City. Chelsea with the draw. And they really need this win. But more than anything, Frank Lampard needs this win, because he's on the ropes. He's looking like a dead man walking right now. And the fans are really calling through his head. So he definitely needs a win. I don't think a point's going to do it. He's going to need a win. And they've not been playing well enough to beat Man City or anybody on that rate. So, and Man City didn't play again. COVID in their camp. Quite a few cases, so again, this game might not even go through. But if it does, it's going to be easy for them. And I'm saying 2-0 to Man City. And last game of the weekend, which I believe is on a Monday, will be Southampton-Liverpool. Southampton had that boring game, 0-0. And Liverpool. Did Liverpool win? No, I think, didn't they draw? Well, no, they haven't played. They're playing today. So, they'll be playing Newcastle. And they're away. And again, I keep saying it, I don't see nothing but a Liverpool win. But every time I say that, a different Liverpool turns up and they have a good first half, don't take their chances. Second half, go to sleep and allow the other team to get in and nick a point. But I believe Southampton will score. Danny Ings is back. But I still think Liverpool will just have a bit too much. And I'm going to say it will be 2-1 to Liverpool. That's my preview. That's my predictions. Look out for the preview. Once the Liverpool game is done, I'll be doing that, and that will be uploaded today. And I'm gonna upload this one today, but it will obviously be after the Liverpool game, and after I drop the review for the week games, then I will drop this one. I haven't talked, I'm tired. It's been a long week already, so excuse the tongue twisting, but anyway, we're going in loads of people in tier 4. Primary schools are closing, they're not opening, they're going to delay. So please, 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 people, stay safe, wear a mask. I know you don't want to wear it, I know it's hard, I have to wear one all day as well. So I know the feeling, but you got a family, you need to look after yourself and your family, man. Especially if you got kids, you got to make sure they're straight. So please wear a mask, stay safe, wash your hands, all that good stuff. Sanitizer, all that. But until then, I'll drop the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.